Well, good morning. How might all of you be doing? I want to address a few different things to do with mental health, the internet, social media, and all of these forms of, I'm going to call them faux communication avenues. It's this meteoric rise to media. Just it's see if I can put these M's together properly for everyone. And this is due to a few things. One, somebody that I know that is like upset about somebody talking shit about them on the internet, and another that there's actually Marty Leeds, somebody that has a pretty big internet presence, and this other dude, Simon Dan, and it's there's so many questions to ask, and what is the net result? What is the goal? What is the what's the purpose here? What are people getting out of it? What's up? What's up, C Noble? And I guess I'll address it from from the stance of the Simon Dan, um, Marty Leeds, back and forth. Because then you go, because immediately when you go to these videos, if you follow either of them, if you notice them, you look in the comment section, and you immediately just go, what? It's like two warring factions. But the funny thing is, one side is so completely, utterly ridiculous and just just absurd that it's. I tried to listen to the other the other side. If there was another side to the argument, there was an argument. It's just somebody talking a bunch of dumb shit. So I tried to listen to this dude, and I was like, what a. I couldn't think of a better word other than tosser. What a, you know, what's wrong? What is the people? What are these people's goals? What do they hope to accomplish? I mean, I always go back to the okay. If the dude's getting like paid, okay. I mean, I guess people throughout history have gotten paid to talk dumb shit, but at no point do you just go. You're just covered up to your neck in your own shit of stupidness, and then people don't. And like, do people even? Do you recognize how dumb you sound right now? Yet, if you look in these comment sections, you'll see all of these people. Yeah, let them know. Blah 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 blah. Yep, yep, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are those actual people? Those are those fake accounts? Are those? Is this? Is this person purposely popular because of like, or is everyone that follows this dialogue completely ridiculous? And is the internet and all of these platforms, it's these it's always that joke, that running joke about whenever you watch like a comedy special or something, it's like when these kids that be talking all this dumb shit on the internet, they forget that they're not on the internet. They forget that they, like, on the internet, they're faceless, they're nameless, they have nothing, and they talk all this dumb shit. And you can see they really think that inside, they really feel that. But then they go out in public and they do the same shit, and they catch the fucking a nice welcome to the real world kind of shit. And I always wonder about that. I think that's so humorous, and so I do wonder this whole social media thing and what it's done to people's what bullying used to be and what bullying is now. Now you have kids that should get their a good healthy dose of ass kicking in kindergarten, first grade, second grade. They should get bullied to a degree. It helps you it helps you find a personality. But now these kids they're on the other side, and now they're just like, they really ain't got good shit to say, and they're doing the bullying. But then they go into the real world if they do, and that shit don't fly. And I wonder what that does to the state of mental health for people. And I say the state of the mental state as opposed to mental health, because I don't think there's too much mental health. As if I can harken back to one of the first videos I ever made. It's my lead-in video on my channel. What is health in an insanely sick society? And what has the internet done for that? What has the ability for people to communicate with what is such a it's like screaming at each other through a fucking impermeable glass window, and nobody wins. There's no winner here. Like, why do that? Why not just stay on that? Just go over there and play on your side. You don't need to, you know. This is kind of people that go to the zoo just so they can knock on the window and go ha 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 ha. It's a fucking okay. Let's take you out to where it's actually the zoo, like where there is no glass and there is no fence there. Oh, you don't want to go there, do you? See, that's what I wonder about people's general state of mental well-being and health, and what it's caused to people. Because and here's the other reason I'm getting into this, because Marty can handle himself. He doesn't. He called this dude out like, yo, you're gonna make a video about, specifically he made the video about Marty, and just shit on him. Didn't really address anything too well that I could hear, because I couldn't really listen to this dude because his voice was so obnoxious and aggravating. So I was just like, I just didn't want to listen to him. So I was like, eh. But the reason that I'm using that as an endpoint is because you can go check that shit out. You can just go look at it. That's, they both have pretty popular channels. But another friend of mine, somebody I don't, I said call him acquaintance, but he's like upset because he had a tussle, a verbal tussle with somebody that he did business with, and they were upset with him, so like used social media to be like, fuck this dude, and like try to fuck with his business or something. I don't know the whole story, and I just knew that he took it very, very, like, he was very upset with it. So I only know this third party shit. Like I don't, and I just, and for me it's like, man, you can't get really that mad over what's going on the social media and the internet. Like, these people are all really, it vanishes. It doesn't even really, it's just an illusion. Like, and I'm saying that, and okay, you're getting very, it's not, it's right there. What I mean is it's so like, who cares? Because tomorrow there's going to be something new happening. No one's going to fucking care. No one remembers, It's like that old quote. Nobody quite remembers what you said. They just remember how you made them feel, which is wild considering the internet, because how superfluous and how completely empty words are. That you could just type in the best day ever. You could have a button over here that just type in all of these words and like, oh, but you can't hear the person's voice. You don't know really what they're about. You don't know them. So you can't let shit like that, you can't let anything on this thing affect you. It's like, get on the internet, you believe everything you read. You ever seen these videos of like how long they've been doing, like, they can mouth over somebody that's famous and make them sound like something else, or they can digitally re-alter everything. It's like, you can't really give this shit too much credence. It'll just end up eating you up. I mean, that's what the media attempts to do in its worst ways. And I'm not talking about, because obviously there is good things to it. Obviously, all you get to listen to me talk right now. I don't know that this talk is the best for informing anybody of anything positive and constructive, but it does take a look at what the system does in two ways. One, positive benefits that, shit, I've learned so many things off of not having to go and go to some fucking class where, you got a teacher and 20 students, and how the hell is that teacher going to talk to 20 people at the same time, you know what I mean? Where on here, it's like, I just push a button and like, I want to know how to bake an apple pie. I can do that, and I can learn it immediately. And I can pause it when I'm not really paying attention. I can, it does a lot. You can learn a lot from this. And I think most people have learned way more from the internet and all the social, not so much social media per se. I think social media is the worst part of it is, what is the worst parts of the media? Like, who's telling any kind of realness in the media, in what you call the popular MSM, the major outlets of news organizations? It's always pushing an agenda. It's always pushing some sort of idea. So you buy their products and shit, and people even on these smaller levels, they're doing the same thing. And what you notice is that these people with these smaller channels that be selling products and trying to do things, they believe their own shit too. I mean, at least it seems like most of them do. Like, how many people I've seen people out here trying to sell this Kangen water nonsense. They literally believe it. They bought into it the whole thing, and they sell it. $3,000 or something, and then they really believe it. I'm like, man, this is it just until when? Until 2 years from now when they find another multi-level marketing, that kind of thing. I don't know. Um, but it's just interesting to see that these same people they're working for an agenda to make some money, make the ends meet, get the nice fancy shit. You know, um, I'm not a materialist. How's that? Double negative that shit. It's like Alan Watts said. He's like, people always say we live in a materialist culture. No, we don't. Do you know how many people respect material in this culture? You know how many people respect mater? Everything is throwaway in this culture. Nobody gives a shit. So this is not a materialist culture. But me, I like things. Do I do what I do to make sure that I have all nice things? And yes, I must have. No, because I don't crave it like that. But everything that you see on the internet is here. Here's the ways to get more stuff. Here's stuff and things and all this. And people do whatever they can to make more money, more. I got more power. I can influence and I can get all this stuff. Like that's people beyond that. I just. So, and what does that do for the average person? It makes people. I seen this kid win $3 million. I seen this kid win $3 million for playing a video game. Good for him. But he's like, what was he, 15, 14 years old? I don't remember. 15, 14 years old, $3 million for playing video games. Is anything wrong with it? No. But where like, okay, so we're establishing once again that entertainment is way more important than actual, like, I mean, is this kid out here, dropping seeds of knowledge? Is he out here like planting seeds and doing things? Is he out here like, helping out? Like is he doing that? Now, do I dismiss that he won't be able to do that? No. Do I know his life? No. But it's like that's the shit. 10 million people in a stadium watching this kid win $3 million for playing a video game. So once again, might as well be. He's making more money than some of these sports players are doing. And I know some of these people that are athletes and they're out there doing things in their communities, making money, sharing with people, helping out the less fortunate and things. So this whole age of, I guess we go back to the age of information overload and how there's so much information and nobody knows what to do with it or how to organize it to help whatever that you have all of these people that have these random bits of information that they just spit out that doesn't link up in any way, but it sounds smart. It sounds really intelligent, and this is going back to the first video I was talking about, which is that Simon Dan and Marty Leeds thing, and it's just amusing to listen to, and as I reiterate just that point, as I'm kind of I'll get back to the mental health thing. Reiterating that point is what's the goal of these people other than self-service, which is fine. You should be self-serving, but it's like it's almost you can see that like and they sound like like really? Do you really believe that? Do you know that for sure, or are you just repeating shit? So there's this culture of at least before the internet. If you weren't part of the media, I mean, did you just suckle the tit of the larger media? Now everybody's part of the media to some degree. So everybody's, well, okay, you want to be a real magician? You want to be really part of the Meads? You want to be part of the medicine men? Yet you out here poisoning people. That's funny. That's funny to me. Because if it's not for the people that are poisoning everybody, then what about all of the good people like us that we're helping people and healing them? No, I say that tongue in cheek and as funny as I possibly can, as I'm snickering to myself. Anyways, let me see who's in here. What's up, Bron and Esteban? Brandon Esteban, going to be debating flat earthers. Have fun with that, man. The globe, Earth shouldn't even be an argument. Chicago, Michigan was 20. I don't know what that means, Chicago, Michigan. Yeah. What's up, Katesh? What's up, Nono? There you go. No, no. Who really benefits off of that? Quite seriously, yeah. That's commercial for them. They won, they win. No one's giving away that. They're not just giving away through. They're like they could make their own Super Bowl, so they make their own ad. You go to the Super Bowl, you want an ad on the Super Bowl. What do you get? You get, a million. What is it? $1.5 million for 30 seconds now? When they just made a whole thing that it's all over the internet, blah blah blah, and paid this kid $3 million. Cool. You know, that's the part of where the money, commerce, marketing thing that is just it's the bane of so many people's existence, because it's not about what's righteous, what's healthy, what's holistic, what's advancing to humanity. It's about what makes them more numbers in the computer system, and numbers are infinite. So I mean, when is that even going to have enough? You going to have enough numbers yet? I mean, there's, what are there? It's usually like 9 of them or whatever. But, if you keep stringing them together, that can go on forever, huh? Consume. Yeah, and Brandon, if you're going to debate flat earthers, because I know you're sucking on the tittle of concave earth or whatever. Hey, isn't Marty Leeds a flat earther? You should go debate him. He'd be happy to have a debate. And because you came from first living on a globe to living on a flat earth, and then maybe you were in the realm, and then maybe you were living in your consciousness to now the concave thing, I'm sure he would have it. And you seem like you'd be a reasonable. You wouldn't pull a bunch of like snarky tricks, as I hear all of these other like science folk do. But yeah, I can't wait what it's going to be after we get through flat earth and we figure out, holy shit, Brandon Esteban was correct, it is concave. Then I wonder what shape it will be after that. Then I wonder if it will turn into like we all live inside of a pig's bladder. I mean, you know what I mean? It's amusing to me. Like it's like George Carlin said, I'm just here to watch the show, man. I'm not invested in this shit. I got no horse in the race. I don't give a fuck. I do give a shit in the sense that the mass amount of time, money that was spent on popularizing that we live on a globe for so many reasons. I mean, that's easy to figure out, because that didn't help any of us, did it? And then once some people within these organizations, because there's wasn't all just bad people, if that's what you want to call them. And then once the flat earth thing got out, then everybody's like, ooh, wait, that's popular now, so that must be bad. If it's popular, it can't be good, which is completely insane, because there's plenty of things that are popular that are good, if we want to use that term, good or helpful. It's just we don't notice them because it's just there and it's being used as good. Like, for instance, a car is good. How it's made and everything that goes into it, probably not so good. But there's certain things that are within our culture that are good. We can unanimously say pretty much an orange is good. You can talk about things that were even invented that might be good, Anyways, let me scroll through here. Never heard of this Fortnite competition till Instagram. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, that's just like why, like, whenever you just get bombarded with this dumb shit, it's like, all right, Instagram can be used as a tool to help people communicate, and hey, check it out, here's something cool I'm doing in my life. What are you doing? Here's an inspirational quote, blah blah blah. But then it just turns into like, okay, here's another source of how can we possibly turn this and invert it and just turn it into just to make money, just to power, just for power influence, not for any, it's the same story that's been told a million times. Somebody makes something that it was for a good reason, and then the greedies came by and said, I'll give you 10 million for that. I'll give you 100 million, you can retire. I'll give you $1 billion for that, because they could see they could use it to increase their leverage in a system, which to me is just, I guess I just never had that bone in my body. I don't know. There's maybe because I was supposed to be a fat kid. I mean, I was kind of a chubby kid, But I was never into like the whole consumption thing. Maybe I played too more sport. Maybe I played too many sports. That could be it. I interacted with humans. I had social childhood. I played team sports. I understood the value of all that shit. You know what I mean? So maybe that has something to do with it. Because usually people that are involved with that have a little less. You know. Now we got kids that are like, they just, they up in the room with the butt playing. "Ah." Like I could see how that would develop someone's. As we get back into the earlier idea of like mental health and the I don't want to repeat myself again, but it's just what that turns into when the kids now, what's up, Jim and Awake? The kids now, the ones that used to be bullied, who, second, third, fourth, fifth grade for being a dork or whatever, it helped them to develop a personality. It gave that whether they knew it or not, like it did. I was not I was not intelligent. I wasn't cool by any means. I mean, I had friends or whatever. I had my friends groups, but like, was I a fucking cool kid? No, I was nothing like this. You would never imagine like no, you're gonna grow up to be like that. Not me. Not no sir. I was not into English. I was not into music. I was not into. Things change. Develop personality somehow. Now, what you have is kids that are behind a computer screen that never interact socially, that do a bunch of shit talking online, and they become the bullies. The people that are online bullying are literally the kids that used to develop a personality. Now they sit there behind a computer all day and just bully people there. And there's no accountability. I mean, I kid on that. I mean, not really, but sort of. I mean, how many people just out there just talking dumb shit? Just jumping around talking dumb shit. And got no. Yeah. What else up in here? So where else to go with this Thunder Crow? What up, Sky Appa? Where else to go with this idea? I think I've covered everything I wanted to. Because I've addressed it so many other times. Like I said, one of my first videos was about mental health, and one of my favorite quotes was like, how does anybody expect us to live in this insanely sick society? Where's any level of health in this? It's Geo Krishnamurti. I just don't have it off the top of my head right now. I haven't said it in a long time, but and I've addressed many other topics such as depression and anxieties and all of these things that people just need to like not. It's hard. It's easier to say than to be done, but people have to not accept the dumb shit that's on the internet. It's like there's so many times that when I first started doing videos and I was like read the comments, I'm like, it would frustrate me. I'm like, did this motherfucker really say this? Did you even listen to the video? And then I just was like, delete, or I'll leave it there. I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, say what you want. It doesn't prove my stupidity. It proves that you didn't listen. That's all. So that's kind of like what most people should do with all of this social media nonsense. Take from it what you can. There's some goodness in it. There's lots of awesome shit that goes on the internet, on whether it's YouTube or any of the other platforms or yeah, but just you can't allow dumb shit like just fuck these stupid people, It's, they're another just keyboard. Fuck it, everybody got it. Maybe it's a cat. Maybe a cat just walked across the keyboard. You don't know. Oh, Jim and Awake. Are you saying that Infinite Waters, your boy, diving deep once again. He has a new video about alcohol. I'm so very interested to watch it. And is that a hearty LMAO, Ralph Smart? Shab, what's up, Shabs? Yeah, watch. Is it? Oh, you're laughing. Ooh, this is good. Now, are you saying watch it? Because I watched a lot of Ralph Smart. And I really enjoyed him. Yeah, did I get tired of his peace, everything's love, and da da da? Yeah, but I mean, I always thought if I met him, I could fucks with him. I would get along with him. But I just I get tired of the everything is love and light shit. And I'm guessing if you're laughing, he's probably saying something about the evils of the monster, the El Ghul. As I sit here in paradise. The demons, you speak of the demon spirit and who shows up. The Mayan Jin Abaddon come through. Yeah. Yeah, what are spirits, right? Point to something point to an animal or a human being that's not a spirit, and then tell me their diet. Tell me who their deity is. Show me your gods, show me your demons, show me your devils. Nice. Gotta watch out for those New York you get those monstars, right? Yeah. Nice, Mayan Jin. I always knew that. I mean, just because as we were talking about mental health, I mean everybody is bipolar. Some people, we were talking about it a while back, being tripolar. Try that, tripolar bear. And everybody, you got to work through these systems of your mind. Everybody's no one's sitting there going, "I'm the center of all things." Yeah, right. Have fun with that. Tripolar, man. The Pisces. What up, is that? Peace out, Katesh. I swear, I told you, didn't we check that shit the other day? I thought that was I unblocked your shit like a long time ago. Anyways, um, thank you, Jim. And everyone is a psycho. Yeah, show me one. It's not. Everybody has their own. It's just what days. What days is everybody completely homeostasis and balance? Everything's just perfect the way it. Look at this. I mean, yeah, everything is perfect in the world, but doesn't mean people don't. People have a bad day. People have a good day. Sometimes shit is like this. Sometimes it's not. I mean, you can't. No one loves doing the same shit over and over again on repeat. And some people don't like to have all these new experiences. You can do all of these different things. You can learn how to. Learn how to ride a bike, and you can fall off sometimes, and that's not fun, is it? It's like having the ability to have an argument in your head over two ideas without taking a side, because you can't really. Well, they both have valid concerns here, don't they? That's the sign of intelligence. But if you ask other people, they would tell you that's a sign of insanity, to argue in your head over something, and just still come to like, nah. I don't know. I think they both have good points. And you could do that with like a third position in your head. Try doing that try putting a locator here, 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 and here in your head. Put it out here as an idea and use 4 reference points. All about some central idea. I mean, shit, how many types of government are there? How many countries are there? There's that many countries? Hundreds? So there's hundreds of different viewpoints on how things should work. Yet we all live on the earth. How about that? How about that, Earth family? Mayan. Take some goddamn responsibility. Don't put the Zach Chrono. That's that Louis C.K. bit. Don't just say the N word. Then that puts the word in my head. Take some fucking responsibility and say it yourself. This is for all the people in the news media. They get away with saying it. They just say it. Don't make me fucking think it. Oh shit. Yeah, mine, if you're going to come in October, try to come towards Halloween, man. Because Halloween here is fucking wicked. And we can maybe go to Voodoo Fest or something. I haven't been to Voodoo Fest. I usually just I kind of just I bug out around where it is. I don't really. It's just it's kind of expensive. I don't know what your cash is gonna be like then, but yeah, Voodoo everywhere around here, and people be getting dressed up in the streets. The weather is just about perfect because it's cool. It's cool enough then. It's not too fucking sticky and hot. Yeah. hmm I forget who's there this year. It was I remember seeing there's a couple people that I really want to see. So you got Voodoo Fest and some other things. Yeah, sounds good. What time are we looking at? It's like 11:45. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Well, I'll kick it for a little bit more here. Then I got to take DOG to the OUT. Um, because I think I've addressed everything I wanted to. Like I said, I'll do another show on deeper forms of. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna do this video on the four seasons, the four control dramas, the four, um, the four elements, and maybe some. We'll get into like cluster B personality disorders, as they like to call them. Um, all of these different things that uh, schizophrenia and bipolarism and all of these fun words. I'll grab a textbook and see if we can't. Yeah, because I think there's a lot of people that you know. I watched two videos with David Letterman on here. It was David Letterman interviewing Kanye West, and then interviewing Howard Stern. And mental health was a big part of the show for both of them, and for David Letterman too. And it was very interesting to listen to three of them, well, at different times. It was Letterman and Stern, and then Letterman and Kanye talk about it. It was very interesting. And then they obviously had to get into politics and what that had to do with. Here's the funniest shit. You know how everybody get mad at Kanye West? He's so fucking hilarious because he's a Gemini too. Um, nobody got this through their fucking thick skulls. You remember he was always wearing that "Make America Great Again" hat, and people pissed about that or whatever. Letterman goes, so who did? He's like, so obviously, basically you voted for Trump, right? And Kanye goes, no, I've never voted in my life. That's real talk. And so Letterman goes, huh? And he was so confused that he goes, then you don't have anything to say about this. Ah, man, I did a video on that a long time ago, and I wrote a long paper on that shit. No, that casting no vote is a vote. That is a vote. If you say I'm not voting, your vote is not to vote. It's very simple. Like, I don't agree with either of these candidates. You can't give me two choices and make me just box me in to choose one. And Letterman he was like kind of like, oh, then you can't comment on any of this. He's like, then why is it? Then he goes, so then why is everyone commenting on me wearing this hat when I just told you I don't vote? Imagine that shit. That's what's up. Skyhopper, yeah, I was listening to some my favorite Neville Goddard channel. It's called Neviluition, because I think the girl's name is Leela, something like that, and her voice is really nice, very nice voice. And I was listening to her talk about she'll take Neville's talks and then read them, and she was talking about basically casting spells or casting thoughts. And he's like, and the idea is, if you're going to cast a spell or a thought, make sure it's a good one. It's like the golden rule, what it really means. Make sure it's a good one, because if the person doesn't want it, the spell, then you get it back. And so you should only cast something, and this is the meaning of the golden rule, really. It's not do unto others. It's have good thoughts for others that you want to have for you. If someone were to, so that way, if they deny it, they just don't, like, somehow the universe provides them with something and they don't, then it's like return to sender. So always, have those kind of spells. And this is why you gotta tell people in the beginning, when you're really casting spells and shit, don't play with that evil shit don't play with that black. Like when I say evil, when I say black, I mean just don't get into that part because it's not worth it. Because if you don't know what you're doing, that shit is. You make one bad fucking cast of a spell. It's not. It doesn't. You get returned real fucking quick. It's like it's like if you're talking shit playing sports, you better have fucking be able to back your game up. That's what it is. So cast a good spell. Yeah. Take the fork in the road and I went straight. It, yeah, that's like stop trying Skyhopper. Yeah, stop trying to drive the bus. That's why Bus Driver. His name is Bus Driver. Um, One of the greatest rappers ever. Never heard of him. His vocabulary is crazy. He's super genius. And there's a snippet from a movie in one of his albums, and it's this dude saying, you know, why are you on the bus? He's like, I don't drive. I don't want to drive. He's like, I want to think. I want to sit here. Let the bus driver drive the bus. What the fuck do I want to do that for? I'm still gonna get to where I gotta go. Because the wheels on the bus go round and round. Yeah, there it is, Copper. Yeah, it's the yeah. So just cast good spells. You know what I mean? Don't. Uh-oh. Hi, doggo. What you doing? You got itchy ear? What's up, Jay Marley? Do I have any of Neville's books? Yeah, I have a whole collection of his, and I have them all on audio. I think it's called the Neville Goddard Complete Collection, and it's on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find my other computer. What the fuck do I do with it? Yeah, I think if you go to Audible or maybe to Amazon, I remember it was mad cheap. I think it was Audible though. It's like the complete collection of Neville Goddard, and it wasn't very expensive. So, and I prefer that. But if you don't want to even pay for it, which was interesting because I don't remember if it was him reading or someone else. But there's two really good channels for listening to his work. The other one is the one I just told you is called Neville Lewisham, and that's that chick's voice who I think is really 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 nice for the books. And the other one is this dude. He's got a much deeper voice. It's kind of in here, and he's um, um, giving wisdom to the ages. Maybe that's the channel. Maybe try that. Giving wisdom to the ages is a channel of all of these different readings. This guy basically just reads the most awesome esoteric books. Iska Dwell. Driving the bus is the best part. Ah, drive your own bus. I mean, yeah, driving can be fun. Don't get me wrong. That's not everything, but yeah, driving the bus can be fun. But it moves too slow. I mean, might as well just if you're going to drive something, you might as well get yourself a fucking whip. Go get yourself a nice car. Get yourself a convertible. Make sure that shit moves. Unless you don't like convertibles, you can get yourself a. I don't know if you live in the country. Maybe you want some off road and shit. It just depends on where you live. I'll take a a car, just or yeah, driving a bus. That's like being like a bridge. That's like being a ferryman, as it were. You got, ride that tricycle before you try to ride a bus. Because a bus driver don't really get enough respect for what they do. They don't make enough money. People on the bus is always like, "Meh, meh." Yeah, but like most people that ride the bus, they're riding the bus because they can't afford a car. But if they understood, you might have to wait outside for the bus for a second, but at least you ain't gonna deal with all of the extra that goes into having a car. You're gonna go gas it up whenever you need to. You gotta go change the oil. You gotta make that payment. Then you gotta go. Oh, then if something breaks on it, gotta get that repaired. Yeah, cars can be, it's opens up doors to do things, but it also like, I don't know. I prefer I prefer my feet. I prefer a bike. I prefer, you know, not a bus driver. No, a Challenger. Those are cool cars, but they ain't that fast, yo. Oh man, you got to upgrade from that. I'm talking about a fast car. Go get yourself a nice car. Get yourself an old supercar. Get yourself like a. You get a well balanced Porsche. You can get a well balanced Porsche from the 80s, 90s. It's going to be quick as anything. Get yourself and then if you need something bigger than that, get a Pinto. Yeah, get a Pinto and put a supercharger in that bitch. Get a Pinto and put like turbo supercharger the whole thing. Because that's a Pinto's probably already going to be weighted pretty well, huh? Upgrade that engine in there. I mean, you're gonna have to get new shocks on it and stuff, but Pinto, a little Pinto bean. You ever seen those people that they have these? I forget what they call it, but they just take these disgusting, ugly, filthy, broken down looking cars and they just beef them the shit up. They just like beef them out, like you know how they used to do with like NASCAR, where that came from, when people were out there, you know, bootlegging and shit with the alcohol. But yeah, so you just get up next to somebody. They're like, you see this guy in a Ferrari, sits next to like a station wagon. Station wagon looks over, is like, "Yo, you ready?" And then dude in Ferrari starts laughing, and then you hear the dude just go, "Okay," steps on the gas a little bit, and the dude in the Ferrari is like, "Oh shit," muscle that car up, you know. Jay, did I drink a gallon of coffee today? No, I drank nothing today. Does it appear that way? Am I talking fast? No, I don't. I don't do uppers, man. I do not. Yeah, sleeper cars. Thank you. No, I don't like uppers at all. I, I, I think I got good sleep yesterday. I was like kind of hungover, so I didn't really do much yesterday, and I got really good sleep last night. And um, I was excited listening to this broadcast with Marty Leeds. You know what it is? Oh, you know why too? It was just it's the here. I'll tell you two. I'll tell you three good reasons why that is. It was just that black moon. So it's like the second full moon in the same month, and so it's a new moon, right? And I work really interestingly off of a full moon and a non moon. So those play a part in it, and it's also the end of Mercury retrograde, which I'm fucking super excited about because Mercury retrograde was fucking with everything. Like everybody I know was just dealing with some stupid shit, and I was just like, oh fuck, this is you gotta deal with this shit. They're dealing with this shit. Gotta help this person with this. Gotta do this. No one communicates well, so that ended, and then Marty Leeds got up and did this video, and he was all amped up. So I was like, I don't know, I had something to say. But it's mainly I think it's mainly that the Mercury retrograde's over, which is awesome, and I think that now that it's some other planetary shit happened, huh? Yeah. And I mean, so I got up, I don't know, about an hour ago. I drank some piss, I guess, but not much, and I've had half of a beer. That's about it. How much water do I drink, Jim and Awake? It really depends. Not as much as I should by any means. I'm I'm not because if I'm out, I can't find distilled water, right? So I drink beer because it's clean, or I'll drink something clean. Where because I'm not just gonna go buy some dirty ass fucking plasticky spring water or whatever. So I would like to drink more water at home. Like I would probably prefer to drink around a gallon. But it's always said it's better to get your water, your distilled water through fruits. Uh, so it depends, man. It really does. Some days I might not even have a glass of water, but it'll be through fruits and through beer, and that'll be about it. Other days, like we fucking drinking water all day. Peace out, Sky Appa. half-gallon water bottle. That's huge. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm out and about, I guess it's just because I live in a city where drinking is this is what we do. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I have my backpack and have like 6 beers in it. You know, that's about the size of it. And yeah. No dehydration from beer for me. Oh, certainly, certainly. I've dehydrated myself plenty of times. Um, well under, well under as much water as I should have in my system. Um, but it's pretty easy to fix, you know. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm very aware that I should drink more water during the day. If I'm, it would probably be a better choice to drink some water that has shit in it than not drink any at all. But if I stay with a low percentage beer, then I only really need to add a small amount of water because most of the beer is going to be water anyways. Like if I'm drinking this, it's like 4% maybe. It's like 96% of this is clean distilled water. You know what I mean? Um, and then so all I'm gonna be making up for is whatever the alcohol is cleaning out of my body. So I just need to make up for that. And sometimes I don't do that. I wake up like, fucking cramp. Sparkling water and club sodas, no. I'll drink something with club soda in it because that's what the drink is. But sparkling water, no, not so much. It's carbonated. Yeah, you crazy for that, man. I used to carry around, um, I used to carry around glass bottles all the time when I lived at the beach. You know, it kind of got to be a little bit of like, okay, unless I'm wearing a backpack, it got to be a little bit much. You know what I mean? Amstel, yeah, no Amstel, man. Jim and I, was it because we were talking about that whiskey Wednesdays or drinking a beer? Yeah, man. A beer changes things, man. You know, I mean, don't they say you get that fucking, you get that, you know, get a couple drinks in you and you could flip a car over. You want to fight everybody. Well, some people don't want to fight, you know, but you get that extra something, and because there's a lot of things that are happening chemically, um, but because you loosen up, it's not like it becomes less of like I'm doing this chore and more like, oh, we at the gym, fuck this, let's see if I get, you know, yeah, man, yeah, whiskey Wednesdays, man. Sometimes I'm like, man, I should go back to the gym again. I should go. I think the reason I don't go is because I don't have like a workout partner or whatever, and I really don't. I don't enjoy it. I don't prefer it. I just don't really. I don't. As much as it'd be nice to be a little stronger or a little more, whatever, like, you know, have a little bit of better beach body and all that shit. As much as I would like that, you know, I'm pretty okay with what I am. I don't need to do anything. Um, you know, say more money, more problems. Like, if I, it's like if I always say, you know, if you way better looking and I'm way bigger, that'd be like a fucking cheat code. There'd be too much, currency, too much energy, too much, you know, you beating chicks off with a stick must be difficult, man. I can only imagine what you have to deal with. You know what I mean? Ah, so you use that as a release, right? Drinks caffeine per workout. No one basically drinks. Yeah, change it up. And if you want to get really crazy, well, see the caffeine will make you a little jittery, and I never liked that. Whenever I used to work out, I was a little bigger than this. Um, the caffeine, I tried that a couple times. I was just too jittery. I was like too like, I don't need that. I was much better. Was much better. Urine, juice, and beer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a few places that I can go work out at, but it's just like not having a workout partner. I just don't fucking. It's a little less entertaining. I don't really. I can sit around and read a book, and I'll be just as entertained. I can play. I can play a video game. I don't know. I don't really play video games that much, but you know what I mean. Um, for you, it's mainly energy release. It's mainly I channel your energy. It's a release. Oh, yeah, I hear you on that sometimes, man. Like physical exercise is a good release. Um, yeah, I, sometimes you need that for sure. I was never, because I played so many sports, that was my release. So that then, like, after I'd play a sport, I'm like, all right, I'm spent. Then you got these other people that are like, okay, I got to work out so I'm stronger, so that way I'm better at the game or the sport, whatever. I was like, I just worked out. I was like, I just had fun doing that. Why do I want to go and pick up weights right now? Your fitness is fortitude. Yeah, Jay Marley, I dig you on that. Yeah, maca cacao. Uh huh. Yeah, that's a good drink. When you mix maca with cacao, because maca gives you a nice creamy kind of yumminess. Cacao. Maybe make it like a Mexican hot chocolate, but don't make it hot, because that would just give you the fucking shits probably. Some coconut milk, all that. What about Qigong? What about it? Yeah, I hear you, Jay Marley, about the therapeutic effects of it. Yeah. I think you know what, when I used to play a lot of basketball, it I don't know, after I moved, like the other places that I lived, it, I don't know, I think here, the places that I would go play, the people, there was too many dudes there that took it too serious. Like, I'm like, none of y'all going to the league. It's we're just at the playground. You don't got to win every game. It's the kind of shit where, like, yo, sometimes during the game, somebody will get fouled, grab the ball, just walk to the middle of the court, put the ball down. We ain't playing. That's my call, my ball. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, we're doing this today. And there was times that the court would get shut down for 15 minutes because somebody would just take the ball and be like, nah, nah. Like, man, this is crazy. And so that kind of took me off of playing basketball. Like, I just got tired of that shit. And I didn't live next to any other good basketball courts. There was one really nice one where, like, you could go get game on. But uh, anyways, so that was my therapeutic effects from working out, and then I kind of quit that, and I didn't really fill in the blanks with anything but smoking, drinking, and fucking, that kind of thing. Yeah, the coconut milk, man. That's wait, no, you said you're a tall black male from Indiana. Is that what you said? That I used to live in. Yeah, I used to play in Indiana all the time. There was a couple whiny motherfuckers there, but um, no, nothing like that. It was never that. There was really good. Like, Indiana had some of the best shooters I've ever seen. Like, dudes that just knocked the fucking lights out. Um, and everything I played in there basically was indoor. I played a little bit outside. Yeah. Okay, that they're trying. That's their therapy too, right? You know what I mean? Like, people that come out and, like, they had a bad day, had work all day, the girlfriends give them shit, like, blah blah. I get all that. But for me, it was just a game, and I love basketball. I want to play. Um, turning it into something that's so, like, oh, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. There's so many other things in life you could take as serious as a fucking, whether somebody gave you a call or not. Like, do you have, like, a little diary where today I pulled down 12 rebounds, I got 6 points, and our team won the game. Yeah, don't try too hard. Just play. I mean, I want to go out. I want people to ball out, but I mean, don't be all. Anyways, what the fuck are we talking about now? Basketball, working out. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and the other thing, I don't know if I said this already, Jimin. Cayenne pepper would probably kick it up a notch too. You know, like I said, Mexican, make it Mexican chocolate. Cayenne and cinnamon, that'll help the blood move. So you want to increase that. Then you, what would increase nitric oxide? Is it nitric? Yeah, we were talking about this the other time. Yeah, nitric oxide in the muscles. That's really what's growing shit. Um, I don't know specifically what foods off the top of my head, but cayenne would definitely help to increase at least oxygen, oxygenate the blood. All right, I'll be on here for like 5 more minutes because I know Doggo wants to go outside. She was bugging me earlier, and then she took the hint and sat down. Yeah, there it is, Jim, and that's the joint right there. That's the joint for sure. And really anything, even post workout, like usually post workout, they tell you like use a heavy like a milk, like something fattiest and something well like I've heard it in two different ways for two different reasons. One would be use like an orange juice or high sugar because you want to reinvest some glucose in your system, and others was okay. You want to feed the muscles with the well at least unpasteurized milks because it's going to have a bunch of um, like amino acids and other things. So it was I don't know. I never got into the study of it that hard. I don't know. I don't know what would work best. I mean, I'm sure you know. How old are you, dude? How many years you been lifting heavy objects into the air? You only 24? Fucking shit. Yeah, 24. Damn. Train only for were you what? Well, 6 years. Yeah, but were you big to begin with? Were you fat or were you just played sports? Jay Marley. Oh shit. You met a groovy chick at the Siesta Key drum circle. She's watching you. Mwah. Yeah, I was talking about that before, Jay. That's always a place that I want to visit. I just haven't made it over there yet. I've made it all around Florida, and I lived in Alabama, Alabama Florida state line there, and yeah, but Siesta I haven't made it to. Soon enough. You were skinny. Yeah, now you are not skinny. That you are definitely not skinny. But did you play sports at all? Come on, at 6'6", you must have played some basketball. People making fun of you because you're 6'6" and that skinny. So at 6'6", you was like to be that skinny to be made fun of to have to. Oh, they're making fun of me. I need to be the biggest. I need to look like goddamn Superman. I think I need to look like fucking Thor. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm gonna put you on the spot like that, but fucking Thor out here, yo. Because you had to be under 180 pounds then. Because at 6'6", skinny would be like 180. Thor is so hot. Let's see, 15th of the 8th month. That's August. Yeah, yeah. 140 pounds. Okay, yeah. At 6'6", 140. You was a wet noodle. 140. That's insane. Fucking wow. Like I'm 5'11". I guess when I was 144 pounds on my fast, like when I fasted it to my skinniest, I was 144, and I was insanely skinny. Damn. So you was a noodle, and you put them pounds on you. Uh-huh. In kilogram, it's yeah. Nobody cares about kilograms. I don't live over there. You said, the groovy chick is Kidwiddle. Is Kidwiddle? Is Kidwell. Is Kidwell. There we go. I Skidwell. There it is. Great. Is Kidwell? I Skidwell. I'll go with I Skidwell. Good. What's up, groovy chick? You got to see me. You got to see me all amped up this morning. Usually not this, for whatever reason. Yeah. L Skidwell. So, good, good, good. We all kid. We kid out here. I Skidwell. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe. Uh, I don't know if the ice kid would be in maybe she drives cars, and I don't know, maybe she's BMX biker. Maybe she's got lots of poop jokes. There's a joke in there about skids, I guess. I don't know. Skid kid. Well, Jimin, as soon as you get over here to the state side, you still over that you're in like fucking somewhere in Netherlands, right? Yeah, as soon as you come over the states, man, you have to put me on that training regimen. It'll be quick. I get big really quick. I could put 30 pounds on in 3 days. It's pretty simple. He's got to show. You just got to show me what the exercises are. A biker with poopy pants. Yeah, man. Just come down here. What month is it? It's August. I mean, you fucking party. I see that. I mean, when I say party, I mean you go to like, but you boots and cats and shit. There's lots of good festivals, man. And I was saying to Maya and Jin, yeah, I figured you were. I figured you're from Germany. I don't know why. I was gonna say Germany first, but as Maya and Jin was saying earlier, there's the Voodoo Fest in New Orleans. In New Orleans, you haven't been here, have you? Have you been? You've been stateside before, though, right? Let me see if I can find. Here, I just grab this shit. Let's see who's playing. See if you know any of this. You and your fucking Oh man. There we go. Let me find this. Let me find this festival though. Cause like I was saying earlier, I might go this year rather than just fuck around in the city. Because anybody that lives in New Orleans, even though we have Mardi Gras for 3 months, that's like 3 weeks of goodness. Most people that live here say that Halloween is the best time to rock out in Halloween weekend, October 25th to 27th. Here's the lineup. Oh my God, fucking Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses, Brandy Carlisle, I've never heard of. Interpol, Big Gigantic, Bishop Briggs, Snarls, Moon Taxi, Hobo Johnson and Lovemakers, Bay Miller, Peekaboo, Pink Sweats, Dr. Fresh, Grandson Cray, Ducky, Magic City Hippies, Memba, Tempo, Lily, Des Rocks, DJ Nice Rack. And then Saturday, Beck and Bass Nectar will be there. That's crazy. Beck and Bass Nectar. And then the National, Zoo, Young the Giant, Clario, The Glitch Mob, Jai Wolf, Denzel Curry, Japanese breakfast. The Elohim. Still woozy. Medicine. Oh, medicine's there. Whipped cream. Shiad. The flamingnosis. Or flamingosis. That's so funny they're that far down the page. Brutus. Serotones. Um, Igloo Host. Hello Yellow. Sunseeker Paz. And then Sunday, if you into that, Post Malone. Rez. Bring Me the Horizon. Sheck West. Hippocampus. Big Wild Opio. Missio. Temples, K&D, Ash, The Ghost of Paul Revere, The Phantoms, Duncan Fellows, Mobley, Tristan Dufresne. Cool, huh? Anyways, fucking New Orleans, man. Greatest city on the fucking earth. Boomfest? Boomfest! In Portugal? Yeah. I could be down. See what's up. Portugal. Yeah, not too bad. A lot of them I don't know, and some of them I was like, "Well, why are they so far down the page? Who are these? Are you into psytrance? That's what's up." I haven't been to a big show in a while. What's the last big show I was at was Bonnaroo. No, actually, I take that back. I was at Buku Fest in Bonnaroo. A couple years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Buku, 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago. What was that? Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo was way too much, man. That's just too much. Buku was cool. It was a little smaller, and I could leave after the show and come back to my house because it's right over there. And free tickets are the best too. Bonnaroo 202, 203. What year did I go? Not that early. 2013? 2013, maybe? Damn. Bonnaroo 2002? That's that's probably when I would have like really, really like, really went, but I didn't I didn't I didn't go to any major big festivals outside of where I lived at the time. Because there was enough up in the New York region and shit. Second and third before it went very commercial and shit. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and that's how I know how big Jim and Wake is. He's I think he might be bigger than I mean he's definitely bigger than Jason Statham is, and he's probably bigger than Thor. Yeah, super fun. Don't remember most of it. What do they say? The best times in our life are the ones we can barely remember. You want to go outside? Mm. I think I take this dog to the outside realm in a second here. I'm not knocking Thor. I'm just literally saying that Jim and Awake is a larger human, and believe it or not, he's probably better looking. He's super. I think Jim and Awake is super famous. I just don't know who he is. I don't watch movies that are in Dutch. I don't speak Dutch. Deutsch. I don't speak the Deutschlands. Hey, I'm just saying, Skitty Pants. Hey, no, I'm just saying you could go look him up. He's right there. You just go to Jim and Wake, the Instagram guy. That's him. I got no problem saying the man's good looking. Doesn't fuck. He's not. I don't think he's cute in his own way. I think he's probably like super good looking. And I don't mind having friends that are a lot bigger than me. That I'm like, yeah, he's on my team. I'll take him first. He's good. Take him. Oh, see, you just went and seen a picture, didn't you? See, I told you. Told you. I keep good company, even the ones I don't know, even people I don't know. Gotta keep good company. Yeah, yeah. The instant gratification. I never heard it that way before, but that's like fucking funny. Yeah, it is so much. I don't know how many times I've just sat here for hours just going, "What the fuck am I doing with my life?" Hold on one second, y'all. We'll be right back with you. Just gotta answer this quickly here. Silk Lost Jesus. Silk Lost, did you go see it? You're like, fuck that. That's Instagramification, but yeah, it is instant. It's instant gratification. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Silk Lost Jesus? Yeah, it is. It is a little too much, isn't it? Isn't it a little over the top what he does? Silk Lust. Jim, and it's too much. It's too much for these motherfuckers. Anyway, so check it out, y'all. I'm going to go remove myself from this party right now. I'm gonna take the dog to the outside realm, and let's see, what day is it? Thursday. Maybe I'll go out into the public sector, and we'll have a chat a little later. I got a few things to do today, and you all have a beautiful day. Do weird shit. Inspire people where you can, and as always, it's been fucking fun. Keep your mind right. Don't let these people on the internet fuck with you, because there's a lot of them are robots. They got no personalities. Fuck them. Remember that. Tell people fuck off. Oh, and while you're doing that, find yourself a llama, a sloth, a dog, or lambs are pretty cool too. Yeah, go play with those. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.